Jeffrey Springs to the A's. So from the Rays to the A's, the two teams that don't have a stadium. The A's are finally making moves. And reports came out that the A's actually were in on Fried and Bueller, and they were like, well, we don't want to play in a minor league ballpark, which is going to be an issue for, the A's and the Rays. Who knows how long the Rays are homeless?
Yeah.
But that is going to be an issue for people to sign there. I mean, it wasn't for Severino for whatever reason, but um, I think that is going to be a tough draw until they get into that Vegas stadium. But does this move the needle for the A's? No, but they're making moves. We haven't seen the A's make moves unless it's to ship somebody out in quite some time.
I mean,
Um,
you're talking JP Sears, Severino, Jeffrey Springs as a 1, 2, 3 in a rotation. Like, that's not bad.
no.
You still got Mason Miller at the back end, so the ninth is all set. You've got, you've got Butler and Rooker, who are menaces at the plate. Like, this is a pretty good team. Like, and they weren't terrible this past year.
And they are talking an extension with Rooker.
Yes.
Have you ever known the A's to talk extension with anybody?
No, it's
No.
usually up. Our controls up. See you later, pal.
Yeah.
But like as we said, the minute they got out of Oakland, Fisher was going to spend money because he wants to win. He's
Right.
always wanted to win. He just didn't win in that city for those people. He wanted to go somewhere else, and he's gone. And now he's like, well, I can win because Oakland gets no benefit from that anymore. And it wasn't the fans. It was the city councilors. It was the media. Like he was so tired of that group of people. Same thing, same issue the Raiders had, same issue the Golden State Warriors had. They just got tired of dealing with that group. And I think Fisher's like, good, I'm gone. I'm going to go spend money.
Yeah.
And this team's not going to be terrible anymore because he's got the money. He
Yeah.
always had it.
And I think he wants a semi contender by the time he hits Vegas or wherever they end up. I'm still not convinced they go there, but
And I have to believe that was part of his deal with Vegas was committing to building a team that was going to be good by the time they got there.
yeah.
Because there's no way
Or
Vegas is going to plop down all that money for that shit show.
yeah, I agree. So staying with the A's though, a lot of things have kind of come out about them. And the reason they're spending is because they want to get the full allotment of revenue sharing. Now they have to do that in order to avoid a grievance from the MLBPA because they haven't in I can't even tell you how many years. So the MLBPA came out and was like, "Hey, you have to spend this amount of money or it's going to cost you." Now, that screams to me like that's technically what we've been screaming for is like a salary floor. So there is sort of something in place, or the MLBPA wouldn't be saying anything about it, correct?
I mean, it's not a 1-to-1 like that allotment. If you're like, at 100% versus 150, it's not like you lose 50%. You lose it like ratchets down.
Right.
But in theory, it is certainly an incentive to at least invest enough to justify your revenue share. But at the same time, like Jeff Fisher was so determined to lose in Oakland, he's been giving up his revenue share money for the last several
Right.
years to
Yeah.
not compete. Like, who leaves money on the table to not compete unless there's more than just financial reasons to not compete?
Yeah.
Like, not even trying.
Yeah. So I thought this was, kind of interesting. But like you said, it's all connected.
It is.
Now that he's out of Oakland, he's gonna shove it to those city council members and be like, hey, now I'm gonna build a team that is going to compete for an AL West that I've said the last 3 weeks
Yeah.
is wide open right now.
And he's going to get a raise. He's going to get more revenue share than he's gotten the last several years. So,
Right.
some of the money he's spending, he's going to have offset with more revenue that comes in. I mean, I really do think that the Athletics are going to be better. It's not like an overnight thing. They're going to be better. They're going to be building to getting to Vegas. But that team's not a joke. They're not a joke
Yeah.
anymore.
Yep. Agree.